organization that wants you to believe in aliens. That couldn't
Is
be
that
a
for real?
Heaven's Gate reference in SpongeBob, could it? No, that's crazy. And even if it was, it could just be a random throwaway
Alex, don't
gag.
go there,
There's no way
man.
Goofy Goobers is actually a cult, right? Goofy Goober building is actually cleverly designed in a way to ensure that this happens. There are no windows in the entire building, so you can't tell whether it's day or night. And the Goofy Goober clock just has random numbers on it, so it's impossible to keep track of time. Because of this, SpongeBob eats ice cream all night and is actually late for work for the very first time.
I hope you guys are grabbing yourself a snack and a drink and underneath a blanket on all comfy, because today we are looking at another one of Alex's Bale SpongeBob theory. This is the Goofy Goober alien death cult theory. I am super nervous because I've never dig deep into the theories this far. Like, I've seen people react to like 1 through 5, but I honestly can't recall if I ever gotten this far into the actual theories. And when I used to watch, and that was eons ago, so it's pretty much like reacting to the first time because I didn't recall any of them. And this one is pretty much brand new to me, so we're literally diving into this brand new. Get it? Diving, because SpongeBob, you... Okay, fail, whatever. So we're basically on a new journey together, and I will give a little bit of in-between thoughts, because I'm probably gonna be rambling a lot during the video anyway, but I hope you guys stick around to see the full version as well. But with that being said, of course, my usual self-promo stuff. If you want to catch full-on edited reactions first, early access, especially like this video, or uncut music reaction videos, and uncut movies, full shows, episodes, and stuff, go ahead and jump over to my Patreon, become a free member, and then you can become a paid member later on whenever you choose, because I know, baby, we're all struggling. I'm struggling, you're struggling, we're struggling together, but we're here. So becoming a Patreon member basically really helps me moving forward, especially if I'm going to be continuing to do reactions here on YouTube. It's a different way to get full access compared to what I have to show here on YouTube due to copyright. So Patreon is literally a free way to get this content. So YouTube may not is like here, and the Patreon is like here. So if you want to make it even, I suggest both of them for me, okay? So please go to Patreon. It's a growing community. I'm really proud of it so far, and I'm starting slow, but it's slowly growing, and I'm honestly so proud and thankful to everybody that's supporting me either way. But if you want to support me here on YouTube, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to like this video and comment down below on your thoughts as well, and so that we can communicate back and forth, of course. And when you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell to get notified for when I post new videos so you don't miss when I post. And without further ado, let's dive into this theory.
That's right. You read the title correctly. This is the Goofy Goober alien death cult theory, and no, I am not joking. This seemingly innocent ice cream parlor is a front for something very sinister. The beloved SpongeBob movie actually has a much darker and tragic meaning to it. I am being 100%
Please don't ruin this for me
when I tell you that I think this is my best, most convincing theory yet. And if you thought my evolution theory was dark, well, get ready. This is the Goofy Goober alien death cult theory.
I'm not ready for this. I don't want my childhood to be ruined. Okay, what a way to open this up. So cute. You baby animals. Cute little birdies. They're pretty too.
Hey, what's the biggest animal that you have? Oh
What
boy,
the heck?
Alex has finally lost his mind. Goofy Goober alien death cult theory? What, did he make that in a random word generator? Trust me, there's actually a lot to this theory. And if anyone's
I don't
qualified
think
to make
that,
it, it's me, considering I made a whole web series about a restaurant being a front for a cult. Here at Pizza Time Pizza,
Okay.
we don't use any preservatives or fake
Like I
ingredients.
said, this guy
Pizza
is
Time
really
Pizza
talented. You
is
guys
not a
should look
cult.
into him.
But those are the old days.
Okay.
I'm the SpongeBob guy now, and there is an insane demand for more of these theories. I mean, the Mrs. Puff one has like 12 million views. That is crazy. Thank you guys so much. Now let's begin the theory.
Yeah, let's go. The Goofy Goober music.
Goofy
Oh my
Goobers
God.
is an old-fashioned ice cream parlor that first appeared in the SpongeBob movie. It's the very definition
Yup.
of a fun, innocent place for children. So, how on earth did I come to the conclusion that it's actually an alien death cult? In fact, what even is an alien death cult? Usually, it's a religious group
I
that
actually
wants
don't
you to
know.
believe that one day aliens will come to Earth and take the members of the cult to a better place. And in order to get there, they have
Really?
to commit mass suicide. The most infamous example of this being Heaven's Gate. Like I said, this is going to be a very dark video with some serious subject matter. So, how does this have
God.
anything to do with Goofy Goobers? In the more recent
Honestly.
seasons of SpongeBob, they've started referencing Goofy Goobers again. In fact, there's even an episode called The Goofy
What?
Movie where Patrick gets a job.
Really?
And it's in this episode when Patrick is watching an employee training video that I first realized there was something more going on here.
The story of our
What?
ice cream begins with our founder, Reginald Goober, who for some unexplained reason was nicknamed Goofy. In 1842, he headed west in a
He
covered
looks
ice
goofy.
cream wagon. He served his warm ice cream on rocks and sticks. From those humble beginnings, Goofy Goober has grown into a multi-billion-dollar business.
You know, it's a pretty standard company video. They just want their employees to wash their hands and keep their work area clean.
We only ask that you, 1, practice good hygiene, 2, maintain
That's
good work
important.
habits,
I mean,
Nothing
it really
out of the
is.
ordinary. Except there's one more thing that they want you to do.
and 3,
What?
believe in extraterrestrials.
What?
Pace, hags, and
Was this seriously in the... Is this serious?
Huh. An organization that wants you to believe in aliens. That couldn't
Is
be
that
a
for real?
Heaven's Gate reference in SpongeBob, could it? No, that's crazy. And even if it was, it could just be a random
Alex,
throwaway
don't
gag.
go
There's
there,
no way
man.
Goofy Goobers is actually a cult, right? But
I mean,
then
the
I
song
started to
itself is a
rewatch
bit...
every appearance of Goofy Goobers, and things took on a whole new meaning. One of the most
Oh,
basic
no.
ideas of a cult is that they strip you of your individuality and make you change your entire identity to be about the cult. And that's exactly what Goofy Goobers does. Everyone there wears Goofy
I'm
Goober
starting to
uniforms
believe this
just
now.
like a
I know where
cult.
this is
I mean,
going. I know
what
where this
other
is going.
restaurant has not just employees, but customers that always dress up in a specific way. And their theme song
Exactly.
that is constantly repeated and reinforced is just the simple line,
I'm a Goofy Goober, yeah.
I just said that.
You're a Goofy Goober, yeah.
Yeah, we're all Goofy Goobers.
I'm a Goofy
Yeah,
Goober, you're a Goofy Goober, we're all Goofy Goobers. It is literally
Goofy,
just
Goofy
a song
Goobers,
saying that
yeah.
the whole identity
Sorry,
is
I couldn't
based
help it.
around Goofy Goobers, and that's it. And in the SpongeBob movie, there's a scene where SpongeBob and Patrick have to try their best to not sing
the
along to
spot,
the
yup,
theme song,
yup, yup,
and it literally
yup.
causes them intense pain to not sing along.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard.
It's as if they've been
Okay, yeah.
brainwashed and physically can't stop themselves from singing it. And you can't even just chalk this up to SpongeBob and Patrick being weirdos. 2 other fish can't stop themselves from singing along, even though it means they
Yeah.
get beat up for it.
Goofy, Goofy, Goober, Goobers, yeah!
And just like how many cults have an icon or god that they worship, Goofy Goobers has the dancing peanut mascot that's all over the restaurant's branding. I mean, just look at how excited all the kids are when he comes out.
Goofy
Yeah.
Goober!
Alright, but just because kids like a mascot doesn't mean that they have some kind of religious worship for them. Well, if you don't believe me,
Thank you!
take
I was
it
just
from
getting ready to
SpongeBob
say.
himself.
Open your eyes, Patrick! We blow bubbles, we eat ice
We
cream,
eat ice cream. We worship a
dancing
giant
peanut
peanut
for
for
corn's
corn's sake.
do not
We don't
worship
belong out here. The pants.
You've been wearing the same Goofy Goober peanut party underpants
Yup.
for 3 years straight. What do you call that?
What do you call that? worship.
In the SpongeBob movie video game, there's even a Goofy Goober
I
token
forgot
that
there was a
reads,
video
"In
game."
Goofy we trust," replacing the word God with Goofy.
What?
Things are looking awfully culty, aren't they? Cults will also often create reading material about their beliefs for their followers to read, and Goofy Goobers is no exception to this. In the new SpongeBob
Right.
spin-off, The Patrick Star Show, we see a Goofy Goober employee reading some kind of book about ice cream. And look at him, he's not busy
Aw,
working,
Patrick is
he's
so cute.
choosing to read this in his downtime. I mean, compare him to Squidward, who sometimes reads in his downtime at work. It's not like he's reading
Did
about
you have
the
to pick
Krusty
that
Krab.
picture
This
where
book
he's doing this
looks
with his
a lot
nose?
like it's a doctrine for a cult's beliefs. A major part of how cults get so successful is by getting their followers to give them money. Now, obviously, Goofy Goobers charges people for ice cream, but they actually convince their followers to trade their money for a made-up Goofy Goober currency.
I don't know what Plankton's paying you, but if you let us go, I can make it worth your while.
What is this?
That, sir, is $5 Goober. Legal tender at any participating Goofy Goober.
This would explain how the Goofy Goober founder, an idiot who sold ice cream on rocks and sticks, turned the company into a multi-billion-dollar franchise.
What?
He convinced
Excuse
people
me,
to
but
believe
what?
that aliens would one day take them to a better place and got them to give them all their money. Another tactic that cults use
Oh
to
my
indoctrinate
God,
people
what?
is overloading them with compliments and making them feel special. And that's exactly what Goofy Goobers does to Patrick when he gets a job there. The training video says that they appreciate him.
Hello and welcome. As a new Goofy Goober employee, we'd like you to know that we appreciate you.
And then his manager
Oh my
says
God,
the exact
okay.
same thing.
I'm your manager, and I want you to know that I appreciate you.
And then despite Patrick messing up and causing chaos, the manager says it once again.
I'll give you another chance tomorrow. If it doesn't work out, I'm afraid you're fired. In a most appreciative way.
There is no reason for the
Why
manager
is that
to be
creepy?
disappreciative of Patrick after all the terrible work he's done. He's just trying to emotionally manipulate him. The tactic is especially
Exactly.
effective on vulnerable people like children, and we see this in the Patrick Star Show. Not only did Patrick start eating Goofy Goober ice cream when he was young, and eventually ended up working there and worshiping their god, but this green kid
Oh
also
my
grew up to become an
God!
employee at Goofy Goobers.
What?
There's a clear pattern here. Kids who eat the ice cream
Is that
all
really-
eventually join
how
the
is that-
cult.
is that
They
the
are
same guy?
specifically targeting children for indoctrination, but their manipulation goes far beyond just psychological tactics. Trust me, we've just scratched the surface of how far Goofy Goobers will go to brainwash its members. Things are about
Oh
to
my
get
God, what? Okay, y'all, I had to pause for a second because this is so deep than I thought. Like, I'm literally not trying to put a pun in this because it's like, you know, digging deep into a dark freaking hole like the bottom of the ocean. But Alex wasn't kidding when he said that this is so much darker, because I thought that, you know, his past ones, like the Mrs. Puff one and others that I've reacted to, especially the television theory and evolution theory, were out there. This seems so far is really out there. And I want to go ahead and put this out because I already know I'm probably going to be saying it sometime in the video. Since this is censored partially around the SpongeBob movie, I grew up with this movie. Okay, I grew up watching this movie. And if he puts any scene from it in here, guaranteed I'm probably going to end up knowing it in some form way, because I've literally seen the SpongeBob movie so many times growing up. It is unbelievable. You know, we all have those shows or movies that were kind of just like our comfort as a kid, and ones that are like, let's do it again, let's do it again, let's watch it again. You know, that sort of thing. That is pretty much how I was with the SpongeBob movie, because I've always loved SpongeBob. And I pretty much grew up with it. And it came out literally when I was like 1 year old. So I literally have been with SpongeBob since the very, very start. And I really don't keep up with it anymore because that's just my personal opinion. But everything about this so far is just blowing my mind. And reflecting back on the movie, because I haven't watched it in so long, what he's saying so far is starting to really make sense. And I think I have an idea so far where he's going, but I want to see if it leads to where I'm thinking. So let's keep watching and stay tuned to see what unfolds, because this is so much darker and I'm kind of scared. But let's continue. This is insanity! This is insane, bro. Literally insane. What is... Okay. I guess you got a cat. Eat the ice cream.
There's a part in the SpongeBob movie where SpongeBob and Patrick go to Goofy Goober's and eat tons of ice cream all night to the point where they become completely drunk off of it. It's a really funny scene.
I always
but
knew this was
begs the
weird, just
question,
pointing that out.
Why does the ice cream get them drunk? Maybe that's just how ice cream
I've
works
always
in the
been
SpongeBob
wondering.
universe, and it's the show's way of making a family-friendly alcohol reference. But we've seen other instances where characters eat tons of ice cream and it doesn't have this effect on them. Alright, well, maybe this was just a one-time gag for the movie, and it's not a consistent part of the continuity. But in the season 11 episode, Call the Cops, we get this scene.
Why is that even a top for episode?
One too many goofy goobers again, eh, Patrick?
So, another deliberate reference to Goofy Goober ice cream having a weird alcoholic effect on people. Is it possible that they put something in the ice cream to make people more open to cult indoctrination? Cults have been known to use drugs to keep their followers obedient and suggestible. One of the most infamous examples of this being Charles Manson, who used LSD to convince his followers of his beliefs.
I was just getting ready to say Charles Manson.
They'd probably want to make sure everyone there eats as much ice cream as possible, and the Goofy Goober building is actually cleverly designed in a way to ensure that this happens. There are no windows in the entire building, so you can't tell whether it's day or night. And the Goofy Goober clock just has random numbers on it, so it's impossible to keep track of time. Because of this, SpongeBob eats ice cream all night and is actually late for work for the very first time. Also, can I point out the fact that the eyes on the clock seem to follow Patrick around in the Goofy Newbie? It's a really creepy and specific detail to include. I mean, we know from the movie that the eyes are usually supposed to be looking straight ahead, but here they're always watching Patrick, their next target for indoctrination. Now, if the ice cream keeps their followers in line, they definitely want to make sure their employees were eating as much as possible. And it turns out, Goofy Goobers actually has a policy about this.
What?
Wow, I can't believe Goofy Goober's employees get to eat all the ice cream they want on this job.
The employees get to eat all the ice cream
That's
they
very
want.
convenient.
Very interesting. And there's evidence to suggest that the ice cream can do a lot more than just make you suggestible. At the beginning of the Goofy Newbie, Patrick is holding up the line asking for samples of ice cream. The employee he's talking to gets frustrated and calls for security to kick him out.
Okay.
Sampled every flavor we have. Will you please just pick one?
I would like you to use my spoon!
You're just...
We have a sample mooch at the counter.
But there's something oddly familiar about this employee. Hang on a second. Isn't that Patrick's sister? The new spin-off, The Patrick Star Show, is a prequel to the main show that introduces us to Patrick's little sister, Squidina. And here, we see her all grown up working at Goofy Goobers. She's even credited as Squidina and has the same voice actor. In The Patrick Star Show, we actually do see her eating Goofy Goober ice cream as a kid, which fits with the pattern of kids who eat the ice cream eventually getting indoctrinated into the cult. Now, Squidina and Patrick have a very close, loving relationship in The Patrick Star Show, but here, they act like they're
I've
total
never
strangers.
seen any.
It's not surprising that Patrick would forget his own sister, but Squidina is always portrayed as being smart. It's almost like she completely forgot about him. One of the biggest tactics that cults use to indoctrinate people is isolating them from their friends and family to make them more vulnerable and dependent on the cult. And that's exactly what we're seeing here with Squidina. She has no memory of her family. The ice cream might just be affecting her memory as well.
What happened to her nose
If she
thing?
was
Because
just
they
meant
made
to
her
be
with
some
no
random
nose.
reusable character here with no continuity, why would the creators go out of their way to specifically credit her as Squidina, unlike the other random employees who are just credited as employee? Feels like they're deliberately trying to draw attention to it. At the end of the Goofy Newbie, Patrick goes crazy and eats a ton of the ice cream, and then the episode ends in a very interesting way.
Do I want to know? You're gonna show it anyway to me.
Peace, hugs, and ice cream!
I don't think Patrick was actually abducted by aliens. I mean, we see him on Earth in the very next episode, and the UFO has the same fake look as the one in the training video. I think that because of all the ice cream he ate, he now fully accepts the Goofy Goober's beliefs, and it's caused him to hallucinate the UFO. So, at this point, I'd say we can make a very strong case for Goofy Goober's being a cult, but with this realization comes a very dark and tragic new meaning for the SpongeBob movie. Believe me,
oh my
you
God,
will never
please
look
don't
at
ruin
that
this
movie
movie
the
for
same
me.
way again.
I watched this so many times as a kid, Alex! Okay, this is him. I was getting ready to get scared. The way he's doing this in between, I will say, is very, very interesting. And it makes it even more creepy. Why the heck are you taking a cat into what looks like a basement for? Because that looks like a cat carrier, so I'm just saying. I knew that was cat. Oh my God, why ruin? Don't. You're just gonna ruin this movie for me. I already know it.
The 2004 SpongeBob movie is my favorite thing to come out of the franchise. It's funny, it's emotional, and it encapsulates everything great about SpongeBob. In this movie,
Exactly.
SpongeBob goes on a journey of self-discovery
It's one of my
and
favorites.
realizes that
Said that
he
more
doesn't
than
need
once
to change
probably
who
already.
he is and grow up to fit into society. He just has to embrace his inner kid and be himself. It's a great message that feels really fitting for the character. But if you
Yes, it
replace
does.
the word kid with Goofy Goober, SpongeBob's arc takes on a whole new meaning. It's not about SpongeBob embracing being himself. It's about SpongeBob fully accepting the indoctrination and beliefs of the Goofy Goober cult. The movie starts with SpongeBob not getting promoted
Alex,
to manager
why
of the
do
new
this to
Krusty
me?
Krab, a job that he desperately wanted and believed that he would get. When he finds out that Squidward got chosen instead of him, it
breaks his
completely
heart.
destroys him. Cults will target vulnerable people who are at extremely low points, and the first place that SpongeBob goes to after having his heart broken
Is the Goofy Goobers! Oh my
After a night
God!
of getting drunk off of ice cream, he becomes resentful of Mr. Krabs and decides to tell him off.
I
face
deserve
here.
that manager job.
Manager job.
But you didn't
You
give
give it to me.
I'm
Could you
a
say I'm a kid? I
am
am 100% man. And this man has got something to say to you. Like I said, I've seen this so many
if King
times.
Neptune didn't interrupt and try to kill Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob probably would have quit and been fully able to join the cult. SpongeBob and Patrick go on a quest to retrieve Neptune's crown, and it's almost like every obstacle they face along the way is specifically designed to make SpongeBob and Patrick realize the dark truth about Goofy Goobers, but they fail to do so at every turn. So, they first stop at this tough guy bar that's full of men who beat up anyone that isn't
Right,
man
with the
enough.
song. I get that. With the song.
But I think there's actually a lot more going on here than it seems. This place actually has an insane amount of similarities to the Goofy Goober ice cream parlor. They're both shaped like boats,
Yes,
they both
it
have bikes out front and a
does!
bar inside, and they both have two-word titles that start with the same letter, Goofy Goobers and Thug Tug. Is it possible that this place is actually a former Goofy Goobers establishment that was abandoned? I mean, they literally have the Goofy Goober theme song on hand.
Exactly why? I always thought that was odd.
Goofy Goober theme song.
And they claim that no kids are allowed here, yet we see some old kid-sized handprints in the bathroom. If this really is
I
a
never
form of
noticed that
Goofy
detail.
Goobers,
What?
then these guys would probably know the truth about the cult, which would explain why they're so
Right?
against having anyone who's not manly in the bar. It's not because they hate kids, it's because they're trying to keep out a dangerous cult. If SpongeBob and Patrick just stuck around a little longer, maybe they would have learned this too, but they quickly sneak out and even make fun of the tough guys at the bar.
Come on, Pat, one more time.
Okay. We're on a baby hunt. I don't think we don't know how to weed them out.
Clearly, they didn't get the lesson they were supposed to from this place. Then they go through a fish
Okay.
graveyard and stop at a random ice cream
Oh,
stand.
yeah, the
But
lady
it
with the
turns out
ice
it was actually
cream!
a trap
That's
for
right,
a
and it's
monster
like a-
to lure unsuspecting victims.
That's
Okay,
right.
Patrick, you can let go now.
That's right.
An ice cream store that's a facade for something darker that lures people in and keeps them trapped. It's like the ocean
Goofy!
is literally
Oh my
screaming
God!
the truth to SpongeBob and Patrick, but they just aren't getting it. But then they reach an obstacle that's just too great for them to pass, and it makes them reevaluate some things about themselves.
We're not kids.
Open your eyes, Patrick! We worship a dancing peanut for corn's sake! You've been wearing the same Goofy Goober peanut party underpants for 3 years straight!
Oh, you're right, SpongeBob!
It isn't until Mindy helps them realize that they're more than just Goofy Goober kids that they can continue on their journey. They sing an entire song about how they believe in themselves now.
Now that we're
Patrick
men.
even says this.
Now that we're men.
I changed my underwear.
They have finally broken free from the cult's indoctrination, but
Wow,
unfortunately,
though.
it doesn't last very long. They're stopped by a hitman Plankton hired to take them out, and he completely destroys all the progress they've made to grow as characters.
Step aside,
Yeah.
you won't have to feel the awesome wrath of our mustaches.
These?
They were fake?
Of course they were
Of course that was
They
fake.
end up getting abducted by a scuba diver who, to them, is a terrifying alien from another world, which is an interesting parallel to Reginald Goober being taken by aliens.
Wow, bro. I never thought of it that way.
They're taken to Shell City in a room full of dead fish, a place eerily similar to a death cult after a mass suicide. While SpongeBob and Patrick are being dried to death, they decide to fully embrace the Goofy Goober's beliefs and spend their last moments alive singing the Goofy Goober theme song.
I'm a Goofy Goober, yeah.
Oh my god, this is so wild.
But then, just like
believe
death cults
this.
always promise, they and everyone in the room are reborn when the sprinkler system turns on.
Oh, what?
Whew, this is, it's getting real dark. Then we get to the
No
climactic
kidding.
finale of the movie. SpongeBob returns to the Krusty Krab, now a changed man. He has to battle Plankton and his army of mind-controlled slaves, and this is how the final confrontation plays out.
And if I've learned anything during that time, it's that you are who you are. So yeah, I'm a kid, and I'm also a goofball.
I'm also
and a
football,
wingnut,
and a
and
wingnut, and a knuckle hyperspaceton.
What's going on here?
But most of all,
Most of all, I'm
What the scallop? I'm a Goofy
Oh my god,
I'm
the Goober
a
rock!
Goofy Goober. On first watch, this
Oh
is
my
such
God!
a satisfying and
What?
cathartic moment for SpongeBob. But in reality, this is
How
the
did I
moment that
never
he has
put this
gone past the
together?
point of no return and becomes a Goofy Goober. Now, this is normally when I pretend like the video was over and then surprise you with a last-minute twist, but I don't need
Yes?
to pretend this time. If you think this entire
Okay.
video has been insane rambling and none of this could possibly be intentional, well then just for you,
I don't think
have
that, but
saved
go-
my best
let's
piece
go-
of
go
evidence
on,
for
go on.
last. Are you ready?
Go on.
While SpongeBob
No.
sings the Goofy Goober song, we cut to him standing on the world and getting abducted by a UFO. And even the UFO's lights make a pattern of red, yellow, red, which is eerily similar to the Goofy Goober UFO that has 2 red cherries with a yellow banana in the middle.
One last thought, babies. I just wanted to, first of all, give Alex a huge shout out because he is overall amazing with any content he makes, and especially like his theatrics. The way that he puts these videos together, these series are just beyond fucking incredible. Like I know somebody told me in the comments that like to keep going, it will be beyond crazy. I understand why, and especially why Alex was warning, because this is literally like like a bomb freaking explosion or a volcano erupting. That's like is what's going on in my mind as I was watching this, because a lot of things about this movie make so much sense now. Like, I always wondered certain things, like why did they have the Goofy Goober theme song in the bar? I never put really together that it even looks similar to the actual thing. The way that the whole movie leads into different things about the Goofy Goober and eating the ice cream And then it ends with SpongeBob basically saying, I'm a Goofy Goober, and basically, like, you know, rocking out with him standing on top of the world, leading off into the freaking alien with the same colors as they show in the promo for the, like, you know, Sunday. I mean, this is so much darker than I thought. And my childhood of this movie is ruined. Yeah, this is basically ruined for me. And, I know how I feel. I really don't know how I feel about this, but, yeah, I am just gonna leave it at that because I am beyond amazed. And, of course, I love this, like, all the other theories, and still have more to go. And I'm kind of just gonna wing it to see how it goes. With that, because I know most of these are pretty long videos, so I will try my best with them. But just know that I loved it. I'm so amazed, and I'm so, like, I don't know if I'm in shock. And going into this, not knowing what I was expected, and I expected it with the whole cult thing, but I kind of put it together over the years, especially the older that I've gotten, the more that I've looked back. I don't know if the creators literally, especially Steven Spielberg back then, I don't know if this guy was, like, on point with certain things, or if it's, like, intended, if it's not. But the way that the more of these theories I'm watching and the more looking back on things, the more crazier this all seems to be. And some can call crazy, some cannot believe it or whatever, but this really does make you think. And it makes me believe that SpongeBob really is a lot darker than more than just a kid's show. It is so dark, and I always knew something was odd with that damn ice cream scene with them, SpongeBob and Patrick, literally getting drunk off of ice cream. Like, that is a freaking no-brainer as an adult, what that really means, and you cannot convince me otherwise, because I always knew something was fishy about certain things with the movie, so watching it as an adult, and I haven't even seen the movie forever, but I remember so much of it. But let's finish this. Let's watch the ending.
That is the Goofy Goober alien death cult theory.
Oh my god! I am so blown away. I don't know what to say. This is so dark. I literally feel like that right now. Oh my god, what a beautiful cat.
Wow. Didn't think I could, make these theories any darker, could ya? Gotta love that good old
hell
family-friendly,
no.
PG-rated SpongeBob. I am having so much fun making these videos. Don't worry, we've got plenty more on the way. I'm just making SpongeBob stuff from now on. I've been your host, Alex the SpongeBob Guy. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you
Amazing
next
job,
time.
Alex. This theory was incredible, baby. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can't wait to get into the rest of them.
Hey.
This is gonna lead into the next one, isn't it?
Assume you're still down here. Thought about what you asked, and sorry, I just can't. I mean, it's one thing to buy you meat, but a living animal, like a cat, that's just not a line that I'm willing to cross. And if
Say what now?
that means you're not gonna give me SpongeBob theories anymore, then so be it. But honestly, man,
Okay.
good luck finding someone else that's gonna be willing to be a part of whatever this weird relationship is between us.
Weird relationship.
Come on, I know you can hear me.
Lights are down. I think that says something, doesn't it? Where are we going with this, Alex? Giving me creepy vibes. Is it the next theory episode? There's a cat choker?
What did you do?
Is that the one?
My boy, I took what you brought me.
No, but I changed my mind. I didn't give you the cat.
You purchased the cat.
You changed your mind?
Brought it to this home. I simply finished the job.
No, this is not what I
Wow.
wanted, okay? This isn't worth it. We are fucking done.
Oh, no you're not. It's the next freaking theory video!
We both know you can't go back now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Number 7. Does that say number
This is the
7
last
on it?
time, and then I want you out of this house.
We'll see. Okay. You made this really sinister and creepy. Wow, amazing theatric job, Alex, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Alex. This was terrific. All these series are completely blowing my mind and also ruined a lot of things, but I love this so much. Thank you for watching. Bye.